Hey, welcome to Tool Spec. So today we're going to be talking about the Ryobi 40 volt backpack. Now, if you own any of the 40 volt Ryobi outdoor prods, like the leaf blower, for example, you'll need to have some pretty big, half decent battery because they're super powerful, but they're also consume lots of energy. Now, when you put those big, heavy, powerful batteries onto the back of the tool, it can get tiring, especially if you have to use the tool for a long period of time. Now, here's where this backpack will come in handy for you. A big heavy battery that you would carry usually is replaced by this connector here, which is super light compared to a battery, just a couple pounds, if even that. It carries up to 3 batteries in here. So when you open the lid, it actually latches itself open like this, so you can work with your battery, replace them or load them up if you need to, and then you push it back and then close it. There's a seal all the way around it to keep water, a little light rain away from your battery's connection, and it latch with this latch here on the side. There is also the charging port on the side right here, which we're going to see that in a few minutes. And there's also a USB plug. You can use your backpack to charge your cell phone as you're working away. So I got the USB tester here. Let's see how much this plug can produce power. So it actually gives us 5.155 volt at 1.085 amp and produce 5.563 watt right now. I have this USB tester from Amazon. I'll put a link in the description if you're interested. You can test your USB-C port, USB-A port, and those other USB adapter here. I forget what the name are for those ones. This adapter will tell you the status for the power of your 3 batteries that are in. I'll show you just 1, 2, or 3 depending if you have the backpack fully loaded with battery or if you just have 1 or 2 in there. We have 3 battery in this one and they're all fully charged right now. If it doesn't show you the display, you can just click on this button here and the display will be brighter and then you can see it. Now this unit can be fairly heavy, but as long as you're adjusting the strap properly, it won't hurt your back. I find that wearing it higher really helps. And then there's the strap at the front to help you secure the weight. I like to wear mine tight. It helps to keep everything secure, everything against my back, right at the good height, so I don't end up having back pain in the lower back. Like this, it's very easy to carry. After you connect the unit to your power tool, now it is going to use the battery that have the most juice out of your backpack to power up this tool. There's actually a smart controller in this unit here, and what's going to happen is as you press the trigger, it's going to use the battery with the most voltage first. And if you let go the trigger and you press again, now it's going to find the next battery with the most voltage and start using this one. So if you have 3 battery, every time you press the trigger, you'll change battery. And this is to be able to give you the maximum power at all time for running your tool. Now when you bring the backpack inside your house and you're ready to charge it, there's 2 things that you can do. You can either leave this strap and everything on there, or you can just move this clip up here, and then this actually disengage the bracket that hold the strap, and now you're just have the unit here that you can use to charge everything, and you can put it down or you can just use it as a charger all the time. So your backpack hook up to this charger, which is one of the fastest charger that Ryobi is making in 2024 anyway. This is a 290 watt. It tells you here you can have up to 4 battery plug into the unit, and it'll tell you which battery is charging. Now it's going to be charging one battery at the time. When you're charging the battery inside your backpack, this plug here from the charger controller is actually showing you which side goes up. And when they say which side goes up, it means if the backpack would be standing up like this, then this plug here, the writing would be facing up. Just like so. Now that we're plugged in, we can plug in our charger. Now it's telling me which battery port is getting charged. So right now it's charging the first battery. It doesn't tell me on this unit how much charge is in that battery, but it tells me on this controller here. So it's charging the first battery. That's why it's blinking here. When this battery is going to be fully charged, it's going to go to the next one. I would consider leaving this open when you're charging. I don't think lithium battery makes any fume when they're charging, but they're creating heat, and it's going to be good if there's nice airflow around the unit so your batteries don't get too hot. So now we can see that on top of the unit, this is the upper part of the unit, this is the bottom part of the unit when you have it as backpack, and this is charging the top battery. So it's telling us that our top battery is the battery number 1 when everything goes. So 1, 2, 3. Now this charger is a super fast charger, and actually a 6 amp hour battery like this, it can top it up if it's completely dead. Well, that's still charging, not dead that it won't charge anymore, but if it's completely dead after you use your blower, then it takes about 1 hour to charge it back up to maximum voltage. Now you can buy this as a kit, or you can buy this separately. So you can buy just the backpack by itself, or you can buy it like I did, the kit with the backpack and the leaf blower, the Whisper series, which came with the backpack, the leaf blower, and 2 6 amp hour battery. When you're ready to put your unit back as a backpack and you want to put this panel here, there's 2 pins at the bottom and 2 pins at the top, and they just slide into the molded hole that is at the bottom and on the back part of this base. And it just clips with this latch at the top here to secure everything together. If for some reason the power don't turn on automatically when you're using the USB or the controller, simply wake up the controller just by pressing this button here, and it will make sure that it sends power into those plugs. If you find this video useful, give me a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and we'll see you in the next video for more tool reviews.